Well, guys, it looks like some people are not happy with the DA saying they will not support the impeachment of Ramaphosa over Phala-Phala. According to Helen Zille, Cupcake is going nowhere. Unless new evidence is brought up against the president, our dear Cupcake Ramaphosa is going nowhere. We know when the ANC was negotiating with the DA, many people had actually concluded that the DA will push for John Steenhuisen to be the deputy president of the country. The reason why people thought that the DA will push for John Steenhuisen to be the deputy president of the country is because many people have been accusing the DA of trying to run the country via backdoor. So this is what's going to happen. The DA is going to push for John Steenhuisen to be the deputy president of the country. And when the matter of Phala-Phala is brought up, the DA will vote with the opposition. They will impeach Cupcake, and John Steenhuisen will be the president of the country. This is what people actually thought was going to happen. But it looks like the DA had other plans. Because according to Helen Zille, the DA is not pushing for John Steenhuisen to be the deputy president of the country. So all of those conspiracies that you heard coming from left, right and center that John Steenhuisen is going to be the deputy president of the country, they are going to get rid of Ramaphosa on Phala-Phala, and John Steenhuisen is going to be the president, all of them, they were wrong. They were wrong. Because the DA is not pushing for John Steenhuisen to be the deputy president of the country. If anything, the DA is pushing for John Steenhuisen to be the minister of presidency. This is what they want. So the DA is saying they will not impeach Ramaphosa on the matter of Phala-Phala. It came as a surprise to many people. Because the DA itself, it has been trying to hold Ramaphosa accountable, especially with this matter of Phala-Phala. So the DA knows that Ramaphosa is guilty as hell. People in the streets, they know that Ramaphosa is guilty as hell when it comes to Phala-Phala. But it looks like ANC was smart enough to cover their tracks and making sure that this matter will not come back to bite them in the ass. This is why the ANC had actually negotiated with the DA and other partners in the government of national unity and saying, guys, you must promise that you are going to protect our president. We know that Ramaphosa is vulnerable, but you have to promise that you are going to protect Ramaphosa, because you can bet your last investment that MK Party and the EFF, they are going to bring up this matter of Phala-Phala in parliament. The EFF and MK Party will be hoping that the DA is actually going to vote with them to get rid of Ramaphosa. So the ANC actually managed to convince the DA and other partners in the government of national unity that, guys, you cannot vote with those people. You cannot. You have to promise that you are going to protect our president. And the DA said, fine. This deal is dirty, is bitter. It's going to make us look sideways to our people, but it's fine. We are going to take it. So one would actually sit down and ask themselves, why would the DA protect Ramaphosa on the matter of Phala-Phala, knowing very well that Ramaphosa is guilty as hell? The DA knows that Ramaphosa is guilty on Phala-Phala. ANC knows that Ramaphosa is guilty on Phala-Phala. South Africans know that Ramaphosa is guilty on Phala-Phala. So why would the DA actually protect something like that? Like I said, guys, this is the new era of politics. This is the new era of politics. We have the government of national unity, and we have the progressive left that is trying to destroy the government of national unity. You remember when the DA ran their campaign, they said, we must get into the coalition with the ANC so that we can prevent the Doomsday Coalition. This is one of those dirty concessions that the DA has to make to keep EFF and MK out of governance. So if you are sitting down and asking yourself, why would the DA protect Ramaphosa on something like this? It's because this is the new era of politics. We have the government of national unity. And the government of national unity now has official opposition. And this official opposition, they call themselves the progressive left. They have MK Party, they have EFF, they have Al-Jamaa, they have ATM. And these people will do everything in their power to make sure that the government of national unity is destroyed. Jacob Zuma and MK, a couple of days ago, they did a press conference. And one of the things they said is the government of national unity needs to be destroyed before it finds its feet. We have to destroy the government of national unity before it finds its feet. So for now, the EFF and MK Party, ATM and Al-Jamaa, UDM, they only have Phala-Phala to destroy the government of national unity. ANC knows that without Phala-Phala, these people actually have nothing on Ramaphosa and the ANC. The DA knows that the radical left, without Phala-Phala, they actually have nothing to use against the government of national unity. So if you are sitting down and asking yourselves, why would the DA actually protect Ramaphosa on something like this? This is the reason why. They are protecting the government of national unity against the people who are trying everything in their power to make sure that the government of national unity does not succeed. So I'm asking you guys, if you were in the DA, what would you actually do? Would you vote with the opposition and risk destroying the government of national unity? Or would you actually protect Ramaphosa? I'm asking you. If you were the DA, what would you do? Or if you are a DA supporter, at this moment, what do you want the DA to do? Do you want the DA to vote with the opposition and destroy the government of national unity and give the EFF and MK Party more leverage and more power? Or do you want the DA to do everything in their power to make sure that the radical left does not get into governance? If you are a supporter of the DA, what would you actually do? Or what would you advise the DA to do? Guys, it's going to be interesting to hear from you. Because if you go online, right now the DA has been branded as flip-floppers. Because the DA is the same political party that has been calling even the FBI to saying, guys, you must come here and investigate this president of ours. We know that he's guilty of hell. He's so far got millions and millions of dollars. But now they signed a pact with the same people. And now the DA will have to defend the Phala-Phala. Is it worth it for the DA to actually protect Ramaphosa on the matter of Phala-Phala, or it is going to destroy the DA? Is it worth it for the DA to protect the ANC on the matter of Phala-Phala? Is it going to destroy the DA? Is it going to destroy the DA? That is the question I have for you guys.
The first one is, will the DA support the impeachment of President Cyril Ramaphosa on the Phala-Phala matter if this issue is resuscitated in Parliament?
Well, we will only support the impeachment if the evidence suggests that there should be an impeachment, but I don't think we are now in a position, given the fact that we have signed a statement of intent, to start impeaching a president we've just voted for. Mm-hmm. That was the agreement we've made. We haven't said in future that we will never ever do anything, but we will not support a motion of no confidence in the president, because that was part of the agreement. We said we will not support a motion of no confidence in him, and that is definitely part of the agreement. But if any evidence emerges of criminal wrongdoing or something like that, we would have to take a look at the issues and deal with them inside the government of national unity, no question.
Yeah.
We cannot be held hostage, but we have voted for Cyril Ramaphosa, and we've agreed that we won't make the government unstable by voting votes of no confidence in each other all the time.
Yeah. Next question.
So this is what Helen Zille had actually said, that we are not going to impeach the president that we literally just voted for. Man, politics is dirty, man. Politics is dirty. Because this is one of those deals that the DA actually had to take. And I must commend the ANC, man. If the ANC was able to convince the DA not to impeach the Ramaphosa on the matter of Phala-Phala, I have to give it up to the ANC, man. Because EFF and MK, they only have the matter of Phala-Phala to destroy Ramaphosa. And EFF and MK are actually hoping that the DA will vote with them so that Ramaphosa can be brought down. So it looks like, as things stand, DA will do everything in their power to protect the government of national unity. DA knows the intention of EFF and MK party. They know their intentions very well. And DA on their campaign said, we have to form governance with the ANC so that we prevent the doomsday coalition of ANC, EFF and MK party. If those people actually are allowed to form governance, that will be the end of South Africa. So this is one of the things that the DA actually had to do. This is one of the dirty concessions that it had to be agreed upon. That, guys, we know that we are going to do this, but we have this matter that is hanging over our heads. I can just imagine Fikile Mbalula saying that we have this matter hanging over our heads, and this matter is Phala-Phala. And these people will try to destroy the government of national unity with this issue of Phala-Phala. What are you going to do? Are you going to vote with them? Because if you are going to vote with them, there is no need for us to actually form the government of national unity with you. If you are going to support MK and EFF when they bring up this matter of Phala-Phala, then there is no need for us to go into the government of national unity with you. Because you can bet your last investment. If ANC had gone into the coalition with MK party, or if ANC had gone into the coalition with EFF, maybe let's say if EFF had sufficient numbers for them to form a coalition with the ANC, the EFF was never going to bring up the matter of Phala-Phala. Because I think the ANC knows very well that this matter has Ramaphosa exposed. Ramaphosa right now, as we speak, is vulnerable as hell when it comes to this matter. But like the DA and Helen Zille are saying, that we are not saying that we will always protect Ramaphosa. If some evidence actually comes up, we will have to look in this matter. So ANC is skating on thin ice. They are skating on thin ice. They are skating on thin ice because the whole party is filled with corruption. It's only a matter of time before the DA finds something on the ANC. And only then we will see how the DA is going to respond. But for now, it looks like the DA is prepared to protect Ramaphosa and the ANC on this matter of Phala-Phala. Do you think this is the good strategy by the DA? Do you think this is the good strategy by the government of national unity to actually keep these people out of governance, to keep the radical left out of governance? Me personally, I don't know. I don't know. But I want to hear from you guys. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.